players, and you just kind of don't know from night to night who's going to score for this bunch. With a lot of youth and a lot of depth that he can throw out there, this is an amazing stat. He says he was going through the stats after last night's game. His top 9 players average anywhere from 5 to 6.5 points a game, and you just never know from night to night who's going to get you points. We've seen it. A leading scorer has varied from night to night. Could be Morgan Lee, could be Bella Lennard, could be DeConte Smith or Jalen Cotton. Last night it was Kaylee McKinnon in their victory over the Hillsborough Central Valley Burros. Tight through the first half. Squirrels at 21-20 at the half and really broke it open in the third quarter, outscoring the Burros 18-8. McKinnon had 12 points. DeConte Smith and Morgan Lee each had 8. So it's kind of a fruit basket upset of who's going to give you points night tonight for the Central Cass Squirrels. But one thing that the Squirrels have that maybe a lot of Class B girls basketball teams especially in Region 1, maybe Kindred's an exception to that, is depth. He can roll 8, 9, 10, even 11 players out there and not miss a whole lot. Let's get to our starting lineups here. Our starting lineups presented by the Hunter Grain Company. Hunter Grain Company locations in Hunter and Gardner, a local farmers cooperative. Starting lineup here for the visiting Lisbon Broncos. They are 6-12 on the season. The Broncos currently sit at 4-6 in the region. They have region games, this one here with the Squirrels, and then they will host Richland on Monday night. Barb Sweet, longtime coach of the Broncos, as Barb is in her 10th season. Here is the head coach of the Lisbon Broncos, assisted by Jason Coonsey. Starting lineup will go like this. For the Broncos, the guards will be number 5, Callie Lout. Lout is a 5'5 senior, joined in the backcourt by number 14, Jamie Ranke, a 5'4 senior. Forwards will be number 22, Presley Ursink, a 5'8 senior, and number 35, Elizabeth Rieger. Ellie Rieger is a 5'11 freshman. In the middle is number 32, Taylor Gilbert, a 6-foot freshman. Guards are Lout and Ranke, Ursink and Rieger, the forwards, and Gilbert in the middle. The Broncos are in the Road Reds, gold lettering and numerals, actually gold lettering, white numerals, outlined in some gold and red and gold trim. As our national anthem is coming up, we will come back with more of the Hunter Grain Company starting lineups. We'll get you the starting lineup for the Squirrels and the opening tap just moments away. It is Lisbon and Central Cass, a little early morning basketballs. We're scheduled for the tip-off here at the bottom of the hour. We're back with the starting lineups and tip. We'll do that in 1 minute.
Cass Rural Water District, headquartered in Kindred, is proud to serve nearly 5,400 rural residents with quality water in Cass County, as well as parts of Trail, Richland, and Barnes County. As the numbers continue to grow, be assured that their commitment to service is top priority among its 13 communities, including Castleton, Gardner, Amenia, Page, and Grandin, with board members who are also their neighbors. Cass Rural Water District, headquartered in Kindred, proud to support this high school sports broadcast.
Serving farmers since 1918, Hunter Grain Company is proud to be your local farmers cooperative. Hunter Grain Company offers agronomy services and products, propane for drying and home heating, plus grain marketing opportunities with elevators in Hunter and Gardner. When you call Hunter Grain Company, you get local personal service provided by good people who know their customers are their neighbors. Call Hunter Grain Company today, 874-2112, and see why Hunter Grain Company is always trusted and ready to serve you. Hunter Grain Company, your local farmers cooperative.
Live on the web at 1039thetruck.com.
National anthem just completed here at Central Cass School, as we'll give you the Hunter Grain Company starting lineups for the homestanding Central Cass Squirrels. The Squirrels at 8 wins, 9 losses on the year. They are 5-4 in the region. Jay Bachman, the head coach of the Squirrels in his 4th season, assisted by Marlon Haugen and Riley Danielson, along with former Central Cass standout Courtney Dixon. Lineup for the Squirrels will go like this. The guards, number 10, Bella Lennard, a 5'6 junior. Joined in the backcourt by number 22, Morgan Lee, a 5'6 freshman. The forwards will be number 12, Kaylee McKinnon, a 5'7 freshman, and number 23, Lexi Bohr, a 5'8 senior. In the middle is number 21, Jalen Cotton, a 5'10 freshman. So the guards are Lee and Lennard, McKinnon and Lexi Bohr, the forwards, and Cotton in the middle. Squirrels are in the home whites, red lettering and numerals outlined in black, and red and black trim. So there is a look at our Hunter Grain Company starting lineups. Game is brought to you On this Saturday morning, by Moore Engineering of West Fargo, by Kelly's Cafe in Arthur, by Bank North, Welton Tire Service on North Main Street in Lisbon, along with the Cass County Reporter and the Cass County Wildlife Club. We'll be back with the tip-off. Broncos and Squirrels coming up next. We're back in 1 minute.
Have you gone through your spring planting checklist? Farmers Union Oil Company of Emden is here to help. Cultivator needs new sweeps? They carry Nichols cultivator sweeps. Still in need of liquid or dry fertilizer? They got you covered. Have you lined up your custom fertilizer application? Call them and book it. Bulk fuel tanks a little empty? You guessed it. They have fuel delivery too. Let Farmers Union Oil Company of Emden help you every step of the way this spring. Farmers Union Oil Company of Emden.
Know who has some great food? Kelly's Cafe in Arthur, North Dakota. Besides their daily lunch specials, they're known for their Monday night fry bread tacos. People rave about their Wednesday night $5 cheeseburger and fries basket. And every Saturday night, prime rib. But it's their Friday night dinner special you won't want to miss. Listen to this station starting every Wednesday to hear their Friday night special. Believe me, it's so good, you'll want to work it into your weekend plans. Kelly's Friday night special, only at Kelly's Cafe in Arthur.
Taylor Cotton and Ellie Rieger on the tap, but it's won by Central Cass. Squirrels from left to right as we're underway on this Saturday morning. More basketball later this afternoon. Enderlin and Northern Cass. Makeup game from Monday will be played. Tip-off about 2:30 as we'll make the trip up north after this one is over. Cotton right wing. Broncos will go with a 2-3 zone. Haley McKinnon nearly traveled with it. Right wing for Cotton. Skip pass cross court Lennard. Ball fake by Bella as it knocked away. Loose down to the deck. Ursing after it. Shot clock at 11 as the Squirrels get it back. McKinnon free throw circle for Cotton. Shot clock at 6. High on the left, Morgan Lee. Lee will knife her way in. The free throw line jump shot is blocked, and the loose ball picked up. Taylor Gilbert picks it up for the Broncos. Bounce pass out for Presley Ursink, and Lisbon back the other way with it. Lisbon battling for position, trying to get one of those first-round home play-in games. Ranky, free throw line, back up top for Loud. Opening minute of this one and no score. Here's a handoff. Ursink trying to step through, and she travels. It's a turnover. First turnover of the game, and back to Central Cass. The Squirrels kind of been up and down, and that's not a real surprise with such a young team. They've won 4 of their last 5, only loss in that stretch to Milner North Sargent. McKinnon open near corner, tees up a 3 and hits. Neil McKinnon buries the 3 and a good start, 3-0 in favor of Central Cass. Ursing down the far side, trying to deny her Lennard as Ursing down the far sideline and had Lennard hanging on her and a foul called. Lennard will pick up the personal. It's her first, and Broncos basketballs. The inbounds will be underneath the basket. Ursink will trigger it in for the Lisbon Broncos. Inbounds, calling for it, Ranky in the corner as he pass tipped away by Jalen Cotton and out of bounds. Broncos score 44.8 points a game. They give up 48. Central Cass scoring 51 points a game and giving up 49.6. Inbounds will go all the way out to Rieger, up top for Gilbert. Gilbert, ball fake, couple of ball fakes. Right wing for Callie Lout in the corner with it. A 3 by Jamie Ranky is up and good, and the Broncos tie it. Well, that's her specialty, leading three-point shooter for the Broncos, and we're even at 3, 90 seconds in. Lee, high on the left side for Jalen Cotton. Cross-court pass, McKinnon right wing. Man on that 2-3 zone, going out to defend that side of the floor is Gilbert. McKinnon with it. Ball fake, works her way back towards the top of the key. Cut off by Lout, baseline Lennard. Bounce pass inside Lexi Bohr. Shot off the glass, no good, and a foul against the Broncos. The free throw's coming as it'll be Lexi Bohr to the free throw line. Ellie Rieger picks up the personal. It's her first. Lexi Bohr 6 points last night at Hillsboro in their win over the Burros. Free throw is up and good. 4-3 in favor of Central Cass. Again, the boys games here with Ellendale. JV game will be at 1. B squad at 1 and the varsity around 2:30. That was originally on the schedule. Both these teams, they're wrestlers, Bronco wrestlers, favorites in Region 1. They're in Linton today for the individual sectionals or regionals. And the Squirrels are in Larimore. Entry pass double teamed is Gilbert. We have a jump ball. Jump ball possession line. It will stay with the Broncos. It's a good chance. And the dual portion of the state tournament, Lisbon and Central Cass could meet up. Lisbon, the number 1 seed. Squirrels, number 4, will get Bishop Ryan in their first match Thursday at 1:30. We have a reach-in foul. Morgan Lee tried to poke it away from Lout, the foul called. Lee picks up her first, second team foul. Squirrels without Hallie Holzer, broken foot. Should be ready by springtime in the softball season. Jay Bachman says about 6 weeks was the timetable. It happened on January 31st. Feed and dropped in the short corner by Lout. The Broncos turn it over. Emma Lee was under the weather, missed a couple of games last week. She is now coming off the bench here for the meantime for Central Cass. 5-3 your score. High on the right side, Lee. Free throw line, Bohr. Back for Morgan Lee, right wing. Open, fires for three. Front rim and short. Barely hit iron. The rebound, Lennard battling for it and came short off the rim and bopped her in the nose. Out of bounds and back to the Broncos. So inbounds, Lisbon will trigger it in, or will they? We've got an official's timeout. What exactly? It is Lennard. Yeah, so she got hit in the nose, so there was some blood. Emma Lee is going to check into the game for Central Cass. 5'9" junior is in the lineup. Lennard, she got hit in the nose on that missed shot. It came off the front rim and came back quick and bopped her in the nose. Inbounds taken by the Broncos. Rieger finding Ursink. Ursink across the Squirrels implement midcourt with it. Ursink between the circles. Ursink heads right with it. Stops. Lobs it inside. That's for Gilbert. Gilbert on the blocks. A kick out back for Ranke. Quick three coming right wing. Front rim no good. Offensive rebound, Gilbert. Her second rebound. Kicks it back out to Ursink. And our shot clock here for the Broncos. Lob inside. Caught by Gilbert. And quick turn. Shot no good. Lexi Bohr the rebound for Central Cass. Down the near side comes Lee. Baseline with it. Emma Lee. Head fake. Inside for Bohr. Turns. Lexi's shot right blocks no good. Presley Ursink the rebound for the Broncos. 3 minutes in, 5-3 your score in favor of Central Cass. Right wing, Jamie Ranke. Defended there by McKinnon. Pass one-handed catch, Gilbert. Back for Ranke. She'll tee it up from 21 over McKinnon. That spins off. Rebound deflected, offensive board. Loud had it, then knocked away. Out of bounds, it will stay back with Lisbon. Ranke, their leading scorer. Ellie Rieger has played well, 8 points a game in her freshman year. Inbounds knocked away. Ball is loose. Lout down to the floor with it and picks it up. Up top, right side. On the wing, Ranke. Down low inside. Caught by Gilbert. Around the defender, and Gilbert lays it up and in to tie it. Taylor Gilbert for two. We're even at 5. 4:35 to go first quarter. Pass stolen by Jamie Ranke. Has Lee to beat. Hustling back as well, McKinnon. Feed across the paint. Retaken by Lee. Turnover each side. 3 for the Broncos. First Squirrels turnover. Down floor, Cotton with it to the right block. Stops. Pops. 6-footer, no good. Rebound number 3 for Taylor Gilbert. Trying to clear it. Finds Ursink. 4 on 3 of the Broncos hustle. Make it 5 on 4. Bounce pass tipped. It's picked up there by Rieger. Loose ball, and she is tied up. And she's tied up by Lee. Jump ball. Possession light. It will go back to Central Cass. Coverage brought to you by Jerry's Excavating of Castleton, by Kelly's Cafe in Arthur, and the Cass Rural Water District. 13 locations. Lexi Bohr out. Lennard, they got the nosebleed stop for now. She's back in for the Squirrels. Skip past McKinnon. McKinnon towards the free throw line. Back Jalen Cotton. Right wing 3 is up. Front rim no. Rebound Rieger in traffic, and she's going to be tied up by Lennard. Jump ball will go back to the Broncos. That 3 in the corner that time is Cotton actually on the wing. Got an open look, and quick 3 off the front rim. 5-5 tie. Zone press applied by Central Cass. Lisbon breaks it right wing. Down low is Ranke trying to find Gilbert, who in turn tried to find Rieger. Tipped away in the Broncos turnover. Back come the Squirrels with Lee. Right wing for Jalen Cotton. Feed inside back for Lee. Turns right, blocks off balance shot. No good. On the rebound, Presley Ursink. Her second board. Sprints down the far sideline with it. As Feed filling the paint is Gilbert. Her shot inside. No good. Rebound inside. Loud put back. No. Put back up Gilbert again, and she'll score. Broncos crash the glass with Loud, along with Gilbert getting offensive rebounds. 7-5. Lisbon takes their first lead of the game. Cross-court pass tipped away. Lennard after it. Lennard is tied up by Ursink. Jump ball. It'll stay with Central Cass. Number 3, Tori Richter's in the lineup for the Squirrels, a 5'4" 8th grader. And number 15, DeConte Smith, 5'7" 8th grader, is also in for Central Cass. Substitution 25, Olivia Toohey is in the lineup for the Broncos. A 5'9" sophomore is in for Ellie Rieger. 3:10 to go in the first. It's 7-5. In favor of the Squirrels. Lennard left wing, drives, gets to the blocks, off balance shot, line drive shot, good, and we're tied. Lennard for 2, back to even at 7, 3 minutes to go. Tight first quarter here, and balance first here at Central Cass on this Saturday. Between the circles with it, Toohey. Left wing, caught by Callie Loud. Loud back up top for Jamie Ranke. Squirrels man-to-man defensively as Richter will defend up top on Ranke. Right wing, Toohey, down low. That is for Gilbert. Double team comes, weak side help from Lennard. Bats the ball free out of bounds. It will stay with the Broncos. 15 to shoot, 2:42 to go in the opening quarter. B-Squad game 1, 45-29. Central Cass got the win. That started at 10 this morning. We have a foul away from the ball before the inbounds could be triggered in. Legal screen on Callie Loud is her first personal. That is team foul number 2 against the Broncos. And back comes Central Cass with it with Richter. Torrey has performed well at the varsity level. Emily high post, drops it for Smith. Smith baseline, cut off there. Back for Richter, free throw line. Now for Lee. Morgan Lee, free throw line for Lennard, right wing. Shot fake, heads left on the dribble, into the paint. Bounce pass Emily from the high post. Jump shot is up, no good. Lennard offensive rebound and scores off the window. Lennard has 4. Nice job getting in deep in the offensive rebound. 9-7 Squirrels, 2:12 to go in the opening quarter. Ursing. Stutter step dribble. Now a left-handed dribble across the time stripe. Stutter step dribble chased by Smith. As Ursig into the paint and a foul called against the Squirrels. I think it'll be Smith. No, it'll be on Lennard. Second on Lennard. 13 foul against Central Cass. Lennard will head to the bench with 2:06 to go in the opening quarter. Substitution number 1, Claire Cotton, a 5'8", 8th grader, is in the lineup for the Squirrels. Ursing's going to have to check out. She might have a little bit of blood, or at least they're going to try and find it. Loud's going to check in for the Broncos. 2:06 to go here in the opening quarter. 9-7 Central Cass. 21 Kendra Odegaard, a 5'9 sophomore, is in for Lisbon. Odegaard trying to trigger in the inbounds and throws it towards the free throw line. Ball squirts free. Lout is tripped up by Morgan Lee, who was down on the deck, and Lout staying on her feet. Kind of stumbled over Lee. Foul on Morgan is her second, 4th team foul. So McKinnon will check into the Central Cass lineup for Lee. Lee and Lennard 2 fouls each. 14 fouls now against the Squirrels. See inbounds taken by Lout. Takes it in front court. Chased in the perimeter by McKinnon. Under 2 minutes to go in the first. 9-7 your score. Central Cass by 2. Lout to the right wing. Gets a step on McKinnon. The runner baseline no good. Got clipped and fouled. So free throws coming as Lout will head to the free throw line for Lisbon. Lout. If you look at her numbers, foul's going to be on Emma Lee. That'll be her first, 5th team foul. Taking a look at those free throw numbers. We'll get those in just a moment here for Lout. Free throw number 1 is no good. From the stripe, she is a 50% foul shooter, missing the first of the 2 tosses here. 1:51 to go in the opening quarter. 9-7 Squirrels. Second toss, short. Rebound loose. Loud gets it back into the paint. Shot partially blocked while batted around and loose. And Haley McKinnon tracks down the rebound for Central Cass. McKinnon hands it off to DeConte Smith. Smith will drive down the paint, bumps into a defender, throws up the shot, and they'll give it to her in the continuation. Foul called. Bumped into Gilbert, threw up a line drive shot that rattled around the rim and through. It's a chance for the 3-point play and an 11-7 lead. Smith has really played well. And you look at this stretch right now. Free throw is up. Free throw short from DeConte Smith. And a loose ball foul. Right now you got Richter, Cotton, Smith, 8th graders. McKinnon, a 9th grader. Emma Lee, the grizzled veteran, is a junior. The foul call will be on Smith, her first. Team foul number 6 now against the Squirrels. 1:35 to go in the first. Goes on the press. They break the press. Down floor, left wing, Lout. Rieger making Gilbert was open and they missed her. Between the circles with it, a hesitation stutter step dribble by Ranke trying to step through. Entry pass inside. Knocked away from Gilbert. She's down to the deck with it out of bounds. It'll belong to Central Cass. So it'll be turnover number 5 against the Broncos. Presley Ursing back in for Lout. Your 5 for Lisbon now. It is Odegaard, Ursing, along with Gilbert, Olivia Toohey, and Jamie Ranke. It's 11-7 Central Cass, 1:17 to go in the first. Richter right side. It is Claire Cotton. Down low, DeConte Smith. Smith to the block. Short shot. Dances on the rim twice and no good. Able to follow her shot, get the offensive rebound. Cotton veers right with it. 1:05 to go here in the first quarter. Up top, Richter. Reverses it left side, McKinnon. McKinnon, cross-court pass, Cotton. Claire Cotton down the baseline. Pass Odegaard. Shot no good. Second chance for Claire, and she's fouled. First attempt might have been tipped. It landed short, and she got it right back. It pretty much fell right back into her lap with a foul called. Fouls on Taylor Gilbert. That's her second. Team foul number 4 now against the Broncos. Claire Cotton will shoot a pair. Free throw number 1. Good. The Squirrels made that comeback down at Science last Saturday against Milner North Sargent. They did it with 4 8th graders and a freshman. Sounds like the name of a made-for-TV movie. 4 8th graders and a freshman. 12-7 your score. 5 the biggest lead for Central Cass. Second free throw, front rim, no. Rebound, Lexi Bohr trying to chase it down, and she does. Second rebound for Lexi Bohr for Smith. Richter Richter, three-point arc, bounce pass, Claire Cotton. Up top for Kaylee McKinnon. 25 to shoot, 45 to go in the quarter. Right wing, it is Richter. Chased out there along the perimeter by Olivia Toohey. She works her way between the circles now. Pass ripping it away, McKinnon. Baseline, Claire Cotton from 17. That's deep. Rebound tip, DeConte Smith. Grabs the rebound, her second. Put back shot inside, good. DeConte Smith has 4. 14-7. Squirrels by 7. Ranky right wing for the Broncos. Shot clock off for Ursing. Touch pass inside. Nice turn inside. Catch by Ellie Rieger, and she'll lay it up and in. 14-9 Central Cass. Shot clock is off. 11 seconds to go here in the first. Between the circles, it is Richter. 2-3 Lisbon zone. Right wing Cotton. In the corner to Conte Smith. Back up top, Richter. 3 seconds left. Top of the key. 3 is no good, and that will end the first quarter. Richter hit that long, about a 25-footer to end the first quarter down at NDSCS last Saturday. That top of the key 3 went wide left. That'll end the first quarter. After 1 from Castleton, your score reads in this Region 1 girls basketball matchup, Central Cass 14, Lisbon 9. We're back in a minute.
Are you dreading tax time? Piper Tax and Insurance can take the worry out of preparing your taxes. Ready to review your tax issues? They find ways to apply existing and new tax law to lower your tax burden. They can also help you review your financial and retirement planning, along with your current insurance coverage, to make sure you have the coverage you need. Piper Tax and Insurance, with offices in Castleton and Enderlin. Call Piper Tax and Insurance today, 888-343-4363. Good luck to all area sports teams.
Egg Country Farm Credit Services is proud to sponsor area high school sports. If you're looking to add acres, refinance, or consolidate debt to build working capital, Egg Country can provide the financial tools and egg expertise you need. We are competitive in the marketplace and offer a conversion feature that is unique to the industry. Stop in and visit with us today. Good luck this season to all the teams, fans, and coaches from all of us at Egg Country.
Pass inside, got knocked away, out of bounds. It'll stay with Lisbon. Lisbon ball to start the second quarter of play. 14-9, 5-point advantage for Central Cass. Ursink, Odegaard, along with Rieger. Left of the key, Rieger for 3. High up the glass, no good. Offensive rebound to Kendra Odegaard. Free throw line for Rieger. Ellie drives, puts up the shot, spins around the rim and off. Out of bounds, it'll belong to Lisbon. Ursink, Odegaard, Rieger, Lout, and Jamie Ranky are 5 for the Broncos. Inbounds up top, caught by Lout. Lout between the circles with it, high in the right for Ranky. Opening minute, second quarter, entry pass in the high post. Nearly tipped away and stolen. Conte Smith with the steal, has McKinnon with her. Smith for McKinnon, drives to the left, blocks and scores off the window. Nicely done up the turnover, transition basket. McKinnon has 5, Smith the assist. It's 16-9, Lisbon by 7 as on the drive. Odegaard picked and prodded at, and a reach-in foul called against Central Cass. McKinnon will pick up her first. It is the 17th foul, so the bonus into play. 7:18 to go, second quarter. Game brought to you today by Piper Tax, Castleton and Enderlin, by Steve's Heating and Air Conditioning, your carrier dealer in Castleton, and by Hagen Dental of Castleton. 1-and-1 for Odegaard. Free throw off the back tab, no. Offensive rebound, Rieger puts it up high up the glass. That's off, no good. Ball squirts free as they battle for it. Down to the deck with it, Ursing nearly tied up with Lee. The ball got squirted free, and out of bounds it will go to Central Cass as number 4, Greta Gibson. 5'8 juniors in the lineup for the Squirrels to give Jalen Cotton a breather. 5 for Central Cass, Emily along with McKinnon, Smith, Lexi Bohr, and Gibson. 7:10 to go here in the second. 7-point lead for Central Cass at 16-9 here on 103.9 The Truck and 103.9thetruck.com. Top of the key 3. It's McKinnon. It's off the back rim, no. Rebound long into the hands of Lauder. 4th rebound for the Broncos. Out back the other way with it for Ursink. Ursink, Bob down the left side, caught in stride by Odegaard. Ball above her head, lob up top for Loud. Couple of dribbles, chased by McKinnon. Will extend out defensively. Sends it to the far corner. Jamie Ranky, flat-footed 3 is on the way. Off the front rim, no good. Rebound loose, chasing after it is Rieger. And Rieger gets to that loose ball. She's immediately tied up by McKinnon. There, down to the deck. Ball squirts free. It's still loose. Picked up by Odegaard for Lisbon. Odegaard left wing. She'll pull up a high arcing 3 that misses everything. Rebound to Conte Smith. Smith down the near side with it. Feed across the paint, waiting for Gibson. Layup good. All right, nice job on the far sideline. Thread the needle in the pass, and Hit Gibson, who was waiting for it, left blocks. 18-9, 9-point Central Cass lead. Ranke, baseline shot is blocked from behind. Contact, nothing called. And the loose ball is picked up by Central Cass. Retaken over the Broncos as they turn over in backcourt. Number 2 against Central Cass. Back up top, Ursing trying to put up a 3 and fouled by McKinnon. Some contact. Looked like Smith hacked the Bronco shooter. Ursing from behind. The Lisbon bench and Lisbon fans were wondering where the foul was, but maybe some basketball justice as Lisbon forced the turnover immediately. And McKinnon has hacked Ursing on a 3-point shot. Free throw number 1, good. At least I think it was a 3. Ursing knocks down her first free throw to make it a 18-10 Central Cass lead. As we'll get Ursing's numbers here from the free throw line. I believe it is 3. It looked like she was beyond the top of the key when she put up that shot. And it is a 3 free throw attempts. Toss good. Ursing hits the first 2. Substitution in. Kason Anderson is in the lineup for the Broncos. She is a 6-foot junior in for Odegaard. Third toss for Ursing is good. Hits all 3. 6-point advantage. As from the free throw line, Ursing came in 62%. She'll up that percentage with 3 in a row. 18-12. Emily feed across the paint. Gibson. Gibson drives in. The runner is up. No good. Ball tapped around. Loose ball. Grabbed to the run. Ursing. Her third rebound. 2-on-1 is Lout with her. She'll stop feed for Lout. Wide open. Layup off the glass. No good. Rebound to Conte Smith. Smith will slow things down. Wait for traffic to come by. Right wing for Gibson. Up top for Smith. To Conte. Upside Lee. Faces up from 17 and hits. Emily for 2. Squirrels by 8. Central Cass 20. And Lisbon 12. 5:21 and counting first half. Between the circles with it, Ursing. Ursing leaves the pass on a bounce for Lout near corner Ursing. Loosely guarded there by DeConte Smith. An entry pass inside. Caught by Rieger and had a defender hanging on her and a foul called. Lexi Boer will pick it up.
Number 23, Lexi.
Boer picks up her first, 8th, making the 19th foul. Foul fellow for the Squirrels, Leonard, McKinnon, and Morgan Lee, each with 2. Tori Richter in, Emma Lee out for the Squirrels. 20-12, Central Cass by 8 as Ellie Rieger to the free throw line. She is a 44% foul shooter coming into play this evening. Toss number 1 is good. Evening, it's not even morning, not even afternoon yet. This week is, I'm not sure what day it is or what time it is. It's thrown everybody off. Second toss is up. That is off the back rim. No, and Ursing, offensive rebound. Ursing, her 4th rebound. Back out a 3 by Toohey, and she knocks it down. Olivia Toohey drains the 3. Broncos get 4 in that turn down. It is a 7-2 run. They now trail 20-16. Richter for Smith. She'll step into a 3-pointer right side. Front rim no good. Ball deflected. Gibson the offensive board. Tried to throw it back out. Tipped away. Chasing it down up top was Tori Richter. Jalen Cotton back up top for Tori Richter. Controls the arc. She'll try a 19-footer. No good. Rebound loose into the hands of Lout. I have 5 rebounds for Callie Lout now for the Broncos. Here's Ursing. 4:35 to go first half. Ursing on the drive. Drops it left wing. Lout steps into a 3. It is up, in and out. No good. Rebound Anderson. Put back. No, and a foul. And the Broncos doing a good job in transition. Doing a nice job on the offensive glass. Blocking foul called. Number 2 on Lexi Boer. So 4 different Squirrels, 2 fouls each. Anderson for 2. The first one is no good. She's now 2 of 5 on the season from the free throw line. Emma Lee will check in to the Squirrels lineup as well as a short timeout called by Jay Bachman of the Squirrels. Anderson averaging 1.7 points, 3 rebounds a game. Short timeout, 4:29 to go here in the second quarter. We'll keep it here. Timeout presented by Valley Plains Equipment. Hunter and Galesburg, you'll also find them in Hillsboro, Jamestown, Valley City, and Crookston. You can find them on the web, find out their monthly specials, their inventory, and much more. You can find out a lot about Valley Plains Equipment as you go to their website, valleyplainsequipment.com. Game brought to you this morning by the Farmers Union Oil Company of Emden, A Country Farm Credit Services, Jerry's Excavating of Castleton, Hagen Dental of Castleton, along with Riverside Building Center, Southeastern North Dakota's building supply headquarters on South Main Street in Lisbon. 4:29 to go in the second. As Anderson will have one more free throw coming here for the Broncos. They are 4 of 9 here in the first half from the stripe. Second free throw is good. First point for Anderson as she becomes the 6th Bronco in the scoring column. Lisbon trailing 20-17. Right wing to Conte Smith. Smith takes one dribble to the baseline with it, drives past Anderson, drops it for Gibson, further out Jalen Cotton. Lob to the free throw line, Lee, and trying to go for the steal, Rieger, landed on her back, and a foul on Ellie Rieger. Her second, so the two freshman posts for the Broncos, Gilbert and Rieger, 2 fouls each. Odegaard will check in for the Broncos, in for Rieger, who I can imagine may sit here for the rest of the half. 4:15 to go second quarter. Central Cass 20, Lisbon 17. Here's Cotton left of the free throw circle. Jump shot good. First points for Jalen Cotton, 22-17. Squirrels by a nickel. Odegaard cross midcourt with it. Chased by Cotton, feed. Or Ursing tries to feed it inside, tipped away, and Richter comes away with the steal. Has Tui to beat. Richter on the drive. Left-handed layup is good and one. Richter coming away with the steal and just took off. She sprinted down floor, and Tui was the last line of defense there for the Broncos. Tui will pick up her first 16 foul, and Richter will go for the three-point play. Free throw is up, and in and out, no good. Rebound, Anderson had it, lost it, and now it's tied up. Jump ball, possession light to Central Cass, and she was tied up with Lee, and the Squirrels will get it back. 3:54 to go here in the second quarter, and the lead, which was at 9, then got trimmed down to 4. Now it was at 3. Here's a 3 by Richter. The corner no good. It was 20-17. Now a 24-17 lead. Lee for Gibson. Baseline 15-footer left side. Tipped and short. And another jump ball underneath. Odegaard and Richter tied up. Jump ball, possession light will go to the Broncos. Game brought to you by Hagen Dental of Castleton, by Mustang Seeds of Castleton, and the Farmers Union Oil Company of Emden. Press applied by Central Cass. Weaving in and around defenders. Ursing. Bounce pass for Odegaard. Fills the paint. Layup short. And the rebound to Tori Richter. And a foul on the back was Odegaard. She was trying to force up a tie-up, but you can't do it climbing over her back. That's not at least one way you can do it. A loose ball foul. Foul's going to be on Odegaard, her first. More importantly, the 7th team foul of the half. So the 1-and-1 comes into play. Tori Richter needs to make one to get another. Toss is up and good. Third point for Richter. McKinnon 5, Smith 4. Lady balanced Central Cass scoring attack. 25 points. And they have now, I believe it's 9 different players. Yes, 9 different players have scored among their 25 points. Free throw's good. As Richter hits them both. Talked about earlier, top 9 players for Central Cass average anywhere from 5 to 6.5 points a game. That is the epitome of balanced scoring. 26-17, back to a 9-point Central Cass lead as Ursink bumping into Smith and kind of leaned back and fell down for the dramatic effect, but hey, it worked. It's a foul called on DeConte Smith. It's her second. Bumped into her, and then I don't know if she really bumped her that much, but she fell down to see if she could draw the foul, and it worked. Ursink will shoot 2. Double bonus into play. Hey, you won't know unless you try, right? Free throw number 1 is good. 31, Delaney Cotton, 5'8", 8th grader is into the game for Central Cass for DeConte Smith as Leonard, McKinnon, Smith, Morgan Lee, and Lexi Boer. 2 fouls each. Now for Jay Bachman of the Squirrels. 3:20 to go second quarter. Toss number 2 is good. Ursink a perfect 5 of 5 from the free throw line. Central Cass 26, Lisbon 19. 3:16 to go second quarter. Richter just inside the free throw line. Emma Lee. Feed to the blocks Gibson. Touch pass for Delaney Cotton. Cotton to the baseline. Back for Lee. She'll step into one from 17. Knocks it down. Emma Lee with 4. 28-19. 9-point advantage. Traveling call in backcourt as Odegaard shuffled her feet. And the Broncos turn it over. That's now 7 here in the first half. So near sideline. Front of the Lisbon bench, it'll be Delaney Cotton to trigger it in. Jalen Cotton near corner, tightly guarded there by Odegaard. Works baseline, feed across the paint. Got tipped away by Ranke, went onto the legs of Gibson. Last touch by Jamie Ranke. Out of bounds, it will stay with the Squirrels. Shot clock at 29, game clock 2:54 to go first half. High on the left for Tori Richter. Broncos will get set in that 2-3 zone. Free throw line Lee faces up. They'll give her the free throw line shot. It's no good. Richter, offensive rebound, a kick out. That is Delaney Cotton just inside the three-point arc, right wing, and hits. Delaney Cotton for 2. 30-19, Central Cass. 2:36 and counting here in the first half of play. Walking it into front court was Presley Ursink for the Broncos. To the top of the key, now will drive. Kick it right wing, Ranke. Faces up, fires for 3. Yes! Second three of the game for Ranke, 30-22. 8-point Central Cass advantage, 2:20 and counting first half. Jalen Cotton, three-point arc right side. Cross-court pass tipped away by Ursink, intended for Delaney Cotton. Tipped away and out of bounds. It'll stay with Central Cass. Tui in for Anderson on the lineup for Lisbon. 26 to shoot, 2:14 to play in quarter number 2. Inbounds, Jalen Cotton, far corner, three-pointer, good. Jalen Cotton knocks down the three. An 11-point lead, 33-22. Central Cass by 11. We approach 2 minutes to go first half and a full day of basketball here at Central Cass. Olivia Tui up top. They run the weave. Here's Odegaard. Now back for Jamie Ranke. She'll take a deep three. Short. Rebound picked up by Delaney Cotton for Central Cass. Down floor for Richter. Richter on the drive. Slides around Ranke. The runner is up. No good. Odegaard grabs the rebounder second for the Broncos, and we'll have a timeout. Short one called by Barb Sweet and the Broncos. Valley Plains Equipment timeout. 1:44 to go second quarter. Central Cass 33. Lisbon 22. We're back in 30 seconds.
Towns are the heart and soul of North Dakota, and Moore Engineering salutes the hardworking student athletes that compete in Class B basketball. They work with more than 80 North Dakota cities, so they see firsthand the loyalty and pride residents feel for their communities and for their teams. Best of luck to the teams competing in today's game. Moore Engineering is committed to helping cities of every size across the state be more vibrant, more progressive, more sustainable. Find more information at mooreengineeringinc.com.
Now, back to more high school sports on 103.9 The Truck.
Here at the high noon hour, Olivia Tui harassed in backcourt. Double team, hooks a pass for Odegaard. Back come the Broncos. Ball tipped away and out of bounds. KZTK-FM, Arthur, Castleton, Fargo-Moorhead. We are at noon. Girls basketball Region 1 style with Lisbon and Central Cass. 23 on the shot clock. Pass out between the circles. High on the right side, Tui to the corner, Jamie Ranke. Ranke stumbles, keeps her balance. Lob out is nearly tipped away. Leaping for it, Richter. And it's a traveling call on Odegaard. Richter jumped the route trying to see if she could tip the ball away. She could not. And then Odegaard got her feet crossed up and walked. Turnover number 8 against the Lisbon Broncos. Rebounds for Richter. Ranke tries to cut her off. Pass knocked away by Odegaard. Intended for Jalen Cotton and out of bounds. 5 now for Central Cass. It is Gibson, Delaney Cotton, along with Richter, Emily, and Jalen Cotton. Pass batted away by Odegaard and out of bounds. For Lisbon, it is Ursink, Ranke, Tui, Lout, and Odegaard. Inbounds high on the right side, Richter. 33-22 Central Cass. Now an 11-point lead. Lisbon had cut it down to 3 at one point at 20-17. Delaney Cotton down low for Jalen. Turns into a double team. Turnaround shot no good. Jamie Ranke grabs her first rebound of the game for the Broncos. Down the near side, Tui now spins. Chased by Greta Gibson. Double team comes. Pass tipped high on the right side. Grabbed by Jamie Ranke. Free throw line for Ursink. Ursink drops it out for Ranke. 3 in the corner for Cotton coming. In and out, no good. Jalen Cotton grabs her first rebound. Long pass to midcourt. Picked up on the bounce. Gibson. Down floor, Emily. Left-handed layup is in. Not a pretty fast break, but it worked. 35-22. Squirrels by 13. 37 seconds to go. Jump pass left wing. It's Ranke. About a 6-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Ranke extending out defensively. Gibson. Ranke steps through the runner free throw line. Try to bank it in. Too strong. Richter, a third rebound. Shot clock off. Richter harassed in backcourt. Double team comes and a timeout. Short one called by Jay Bachman and the Squirrels. 30-second timeout. We will keep it here. 21.8 seconds to play. Valley Plains Equipment bringing you the timeout. Call them at Hunter at 874-2168 or Galesburg 488-2238. Game brought to you by Egg Country Farm Credit Services, by Proceed. Need seed? Think Proceed. By the Cass County Wildlife Club, by Welton Tire Service of Lisbon, Grotberg Electric, Winter, and Valley City, along with the Cass County Wildlife Club and Jerry's Excavating of Castleton. 35-22, Lisbon. Ursink with 5, Ranke 6 points to lead the way for Lisbon. Emily with 6, 5 for Jalen Cotton and Kaylee McKinnon, as 10 different Squirrels have scored. 10 players counting for the 35 points. 20 seconds to go first half. Lee across the time stripe for Richter between the circles. Lob, left blocks, caught by Cotton. Line drive shot, no. And the rebound wrestled away by Kendra Odegaard, her third. Surrounded by 3, Squirrels taken away. Gibson for Cotton, and Jalen traveled underneath. So turnovers each side. 7.3 seconds left. It's three different squirrels surrounding Odegaard. Actually got that rebound. Odegaard chased by Lee. 4 seconds left. Gets to the top of the key. Right wing Ranke got a good look on a three and hit it. Jamie Ranke buries the three ahead of the halftime buzzer. Got a good look. Odegaard getting it to the top of the key with about 3 seconds left and found Ranke over in the far corner. She was able to just get her feet set just enough to tee up that three and knock it down. So first half, high scoring. Pretty much an up-tempo first half here through the first 16 minutes on this Saturday. 10-point lead for Central Cass. Your halftime scores, we'll get to our first half numbers in just a moment. Halftime score reads Central Cass 35, Lisbon 25. First half numbers coming up after this 2-minute timeout.
Riverside Building Center in Lisbon takes this time to show their support for high school athletics. What they love most is how one team can capture the passion of an entire community and help everyone feel a sense of pride. Riverside Building Center is helping to strengthen our community by sponsoring today's game. Athletes, enjoy this opportunity. Study hard, practice with purpose, and represent your community with pride and humility. From Riverside Building Center in Lisbon and online at rbclisbon.com.
Welton's Tire Service, locally owned and operated since 1972, has tires for all your vehicles, whether you have a car, pickup, truck, or farm equipment, or are looking for Goodyear, Cooper, Firestone, or Toyo tires. They have it all. Welton's Tire Service will also come to your farm with their on-the-farm tire service. Not only do they sell tires, they also repair tires, brakes, perform wheel alignments, and fix front ends. Welton's Tire Service of Lisbon, 701-683-5136.
Updating your current electrical panel? Planning on building a new home or updating your existing home? Grotberg Electric of Gwinner and Valley City will help you with your electrical projects. No matter how large or small, each project receives the same attention and care. Industrial, commercial, and residential. Grotberg Electric will help you with all your electrical projects from start to finish. Grotberg Electric of Gwinner and Valley City, your leader in the electrical contracting field for over 60 years. Call 678-2495.
Jerry's Excavating in Castleton wishes the team good luck in today's game. Jerry's Excavating digs complete septic systems, water lines, and sewers, and offers directional boring, laser ditching, demolition, basement excavating, and site prep. Call Jerry and the guys for all your excavating needs at 347-4368. That's 347-4368. Jerry's Excavating in Castleton.
Proudly celebrating 15 years under one ownership. KZTK, Arthur, Fargo Moorhead.
103.9, The Track.
Back here at the half here at Castleton, Brad Anderson here, Jeremy McIntyre producing things at our studios. Central Cass leads by 10 here in this girls basketball game, made up from Thursday, 35-25. Squirrels with a 10-point lead on the Lisbon Broncos. As Central Cass led 14-9 after one quarter, then got the lead to 9, and Lisbon battled back as Ursink hit three free throws. They battled back to within 3. Around it was 20-17, and then Central Cass widening that lead back to double figures. And as is the case for the Squirrels, just kind of a mix and match of scoring. 10 different players scoring in the first half of play. Let's take a look at those first half numbers. Squirrels are led by 6 points from Emma Lee on 3 field goals. A couple of mid-range jumpers in the first half. 6 for Lee. 5 points for Kaylee McKinnon and Jalen Cotton, as Cotton and McKinnon each knocking down a three-pointer. 5 for McKinnon and Cotton. 4 points each for Tori Richter. Bella Lennard. Lennard got in early foul trouble, and Squirrels working the lead up to double figures despite a whole helping of foul trouble. 4 points for Lennard, 4 as well for Richter, 4 points for DeConte Smith, 2 points for Greta Gibson, 2 points as well for Lexi Boer and Delaney Cotton, and 1 for Claire Cotton for 35 in the first half for Central Cass. Squirrels 5 of 8 from the free throw line. Tori Richter 2 of 3. Smith goes 0 of 1. Claire Cotton 1 of 2. Lexi Boer 2 for 2. Team fouls 11 against Central Cass. 2 each for Lennard. Bella picked up her second, but 2:26 to go in the first quarter. Morgan Lee picked up 2, her second, with 2:03 to go in the first quarter. 2 as well for DeConte Smith, for Kaylee McKinnon and Lexi Boer. 1 for Emma Lee. Leading rebounders, DeConte Smith with 4, Richter with 3, and 4 first-half turnovers for Central Cass. For the Lisbon Broncos, Lisbon led by Jamie Ranke. 3 3-pointers for her 9 points, including that buzzer-beating 3-pointer to end the first half of play. Ranke came in 42 made 3-pointers, shooting 29% from downtown, knocking down 3 in the first half, 9 to lead the Broncos. Presley Ersick, 5 points, all 5 from the free throw line in the second quarter. 4 points for Taylor Gilbert, 4 points, 4 rebounds for Gilbert. 3 points, 3 rebounds for Ellie Rieger, 3 points for Olivia Toohey. Toohey second of the team in made threes. Now 25 made 3-pointers on the year for the sophomore Toohey. That 3 her only points. 3 as well for Ellie Rieger, 1 for Kaysen Anderson for 25 in the first half for the Lisbon Broncos. 7 of 12 from the free throw line is Ersick, 5 of 5. Kaysen Anderson, 1 of 2. Ellie Rieger, 1 of 2. And Callie Loud, 0 for 2. Kendra Odegaard, 0 for 1. Team foul 7 on the Broncos. 2 each for the freshman post, Gilbert and Rieger. 1 for Odegaard, 1 for Toohey, and 1 for Callie Loud. Leading rebounders, Taylor Gilbert and Ersick with 4. Callie Loud with 5. And Odegaard and Rieger each 3 for the Broncos and 9 first-half turnovers. Went back and forth in that first quarter. Central Cass got the final 7 points of the first, led 14-9 after 1. 21-16 Squirrels in the second quarter, and the Squirrels basically playing in back-to-back nights, actually less than 24 hours, and they lead 35-25 here at the half. Taking a look at the Region 1 numbers right now, Kindred is locked up the number 1 seed. They'll get a first-round bye. The state-ranked Vikings, who play at Barnesville today, they're 11-0 in the region. The game with Maple Valley finish off their region schedule Monday night. Richland is 8-1. They have a makeup game with Tri-State this afternoon, and they've got Lisbon left on Monday, and they might have another one on Tuesday as well. I know they made up one with Sargent Central last night, so they might be 9-1. And yeah, didn't get a final on that. I know they were making that game up last night. They were scheduling to make that game up. It was part of a makeshift boys doubleheader. Richland boys beat Northern Cass last night, so they are, it's like 9-1 in the region right now. Milner North Sargent and Enderlin 7-2. Still battling for that 3 and 4 spot. The Eagles will face Northern Cass as soon as this one's over. We'll make the trip up north. The Eagles and the Jags around 2:30 on 103.9 The Truck. 103.9thetruck.com. Northern Cass 6-4. Central Cass 5-3. The Jags have Enderlin left on the schedule this afternoon, and then they'll be at Milner North Sargent. Actually, they'll host Milner North Sargent, beg your pardon, on Monday evening. Lisbon right now 4-6. They sit on the number 8 spot in Region 1. Second half coming up after this break. That finishes up our halftime report. Central Cass girls leading Lisbon. Squirrels 35, Broncos 25. Second half in 2 minutes.
Us and the staff at Castleton Lumber are proud to serve you and proud of the Central Cass girls basketball teams as they compete this season. Castleton Lumber has an excellent selection of siding, roofing, and windows. They even offer drafting and design services, ensuring your project's quality and perfection. Castleton Lumber wants to thank you for your support, and they proudly support Squirrels basketball and every Squirrels sports team. Call Castleton Lumber today at 347-4471.
Shouldn't a home comfort system make you completely comfortable? At Carrier, our expert dealers are the trusted source for everything you need for home heating and cooling. When you decide to repair or upgrade your home comfort system, your local Carrier dealer can advise you on your air conditioning, heating, and indoor air quality needs. From maintenance to repair to installation, going with a Carrier expert is a decision you'll always take comfort in.
Your Carrier expert in Castleton and surrounding area is Steve's Heating and Air Conditioning, 347-4761.
Many may not know this, but your dental health is closely tied to your general health. You have a trusted doctor, have a trusted dentist. Dr. Hagan and Dr. Roll of Hagan Dental in Castleton, they both have been trusted dentists for years, with families happy to share their smiles to all they meet. Would you like to share your smile? Come to Hagan Dental in Castleton, or call for an appointment at 347-5345 today. Hagan Dental in Castleton, for a bright, even smile.
Cass County Wildlife Club of Castleton is proud to be a sponsor of high school basketball. We love Class B basketball, where the gym fills with fans, parents, bleacher referees, and grade school kids watching, hoping that soon they will be on the court making that big play. Cass County Wildlife Club is currently looking for members to help support our free youth programs like hunter education and free trap shooting. Call 701-238-3087 for Cass County Wildlife Club.
Now, back to more high school sports on 103.9 The Truck.
Broncos will have one more game left after today. They host Richland on Monday. 5 for the Broncos to start the second half. It is Rieger, Gilbert, Ranke, Ursink, and Lout. Central Cass with McKinnon, Morgan Lee, Lennard, Lexi Boer, and Jalen Cotton. Squirrels will go from right to left as we see it upstairs to start the second half. 35-25 your score. Inbounds Cotton. Between the circles for Morgan Lee. Back right wing Lennard. Up top for Lee. Open. Tees up a 21-footer. Rims around and off. Rebound Ellie Rieger. Fourth rebound. Now here's Ursink. Back the other way for the Broncos. Ursink up top. Right wing for Ranke. Posting up the front on Gilbert. Here's a drive by Rieger from the free throw circle. Able to drive right side of the paint and hacked and fouled. Free throws coming. Lexi Boer will pick up her third, and we'll see if that foul trouble, the Squirrels worked around it in the first half. That's where that depth coming into play. Ellie Rieger will shoot a pair here for the Broncos. Free throw number 1 is good. Lisbon 8 of 13 from the line, 4 for Rieger. It is 35-26. You can tell it's a much improved team, and they lost so many key seniors. Free throw went in. There is a whistle and a lane violation against Lisbon, so wave off the basket. And it goes back to Central Cass with so many seniors from that squad. Really their top 6 to 7 players, the exception of Ranke, were all seniors from last year. Here's a drive, the runner up by Jalen Cotton, no good. Ball tapped around. Loose ball. Elizabeth Lyons leading the way for Lisbon last year. Caitlin Geyer, Brandon Nielsen among others. Gracie Elijah between the circles with it, Ranke. Solid team, one of the better girls teams Lisbon's had in recent memory. Got to the region final last year for the first time in 20 years. Down low to the right block, turning shot off the glass by Rieger, no good. And a follower miss and does. Steps through again and scores. Rieger just found the ball inside, able to lay it up and in. 35-28. Lisbon cuts it to 7. 7 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Lee, stutter step dribble. Lout gets in front of her. Now a spin. Switches hands on the dribble. Now back to her right. Drops it high post for Boer. Returns it Morgan Lee, right wing. Trying to pressure the perimeter a little bit more. Jalen Cotton putting a hand on her face in that zone. Ranke. Cross court Lee. Up top McKinnon. Straight on from 20. Kaylee McKinnon for 3. Around the rim and off. Out of bounds. It will stay with the Squirrels. Coverage brought to you on this Saturday afternoon. Saturday afternoon of hoops brought to you by Kelly's Cafe in Arthur. By the Hunter Grain Company and Bank North. Inbounds Jalen Cotton, free throw circle. In the corner, Lennard. Lennard left baseline, trying to slide around the defender. Caught underneath the basket. A kick out back for Lee. 3 in the corner, front rim, no. And the rebound to Ursink. Fifth rebound for Ursink. Pass down floor. Gilbert makes the catch. Gathers it into the short corner. Met by 2 defenders. Lobs it back out for Ranke. Ranke between the circles with it, Ursink. 6:16 to go, third quarter. Lout left wing. Bounce pass high post. Facing up Gilbert. Inside it is Rieger, and she is fouled. Weak side help from Lennard. Tried to either block it or force a tie-up. Lennard picks up her third personal. 6:11 to play, and Rieger trying to fall away. Shot was no good. Inside for Lee. Lee trying to wrap it around the defender and call for traveling. 5 Squirrels turnovers. And back to the Broncos. 6 minutes to go, third quarter. Inbounds Ursink, chased by Lee and McKinnon down the far sideline. Cross-court pass, Ranke. They break the token Central Cass press. Ranke back for Ursink. Ursink stops right of the key. Feed to the right blocks, trying to step through Gilbert, and she walked. Turnover. Nice job Low post defense that time. Once she picked up that dribble, she didn't have a lot of options in her favor. 5:45 to go. Lisbon will show press as the inbounds for Kaylee McKinnon. The freshman McKinnon back for Richter as they break that press into front court between the circles. Richter for McKinnon. Back clock 27, 5:36 to go third quarter. Morgan Lee inside for Lexi Bohr. Shot in traffic. Good. Count it and a foul on the Broncos. Got that look. Good work. Good work without the basketball by Lexi Bohr. Able to get that ball in down low. Chance for the three-point play. Foul number 3 on Rieger. First of the second half against the Broncos. Free throw is an air ball from Lexi Bohr. So a dead ball, and ball goes back to Lisbon on the dead ball. Tui in for Taylor Gilbert for the Broncos. 5:33 to go in the third. Game brought to you by the Ring Neck of Leonard. Also brought to you by Casserole Water District. 13 locations. Lout left wing. Back for Jamie Ranke. Shot fake. Works her way between the circles. Chased out there by McKinnon. Help from Richter. Now for Lout. Try to feed it inside. Ripped away by Lee. She stepped in the passing lane. Second Lisbon turnover of the quarter. They have 11 on the game. Richter inside for Bohr. Returns it for Richter just inside the arc. Right wing for Lee. Back for Richter. Up top McKinnon. Ball fake by Kaylee to the right elbow. Back out. Right wing three. It's Richter. Rims off no good. Rebound and jump ball. McKinnon and Ellie Rieger tie it up. Jump ball. Possession line. It will go to Lisbon. Gilbert in for Rieger for the Broncos. Lisbon started the year 0-8. Played a very difficult schedule, especially the pre-Christmas schedule. Kindred and Lamore, Litchfield, Marion, Enderlin, among others. Broncos break the press. Ranke, lob out. Reaching for it, McKinnon, a near steal. Grabbed by Ursink. Feed inside, intercepted by Richter. And a Lisbon turnover. Pass down floor to Conte Smith, right wing. Spin move, a pretty spin move around Tui. Layup no good. Ball batted up in the air. And still loose. Out to the air corner. Picked up Ursink. Trying to split two defenders and does. Broncos have numbers if they hustle. Here's Loud. Loud faces up left wing over Smith from 17 feet and hits. Callie Loud for two. Broncos cut it to 6. Squirrels lead at 37-31. 4:20 to go third quarter. Richter up top. Right wing to Conte Smith. Free throw line. Jump shot. It's Lee. And Emily hits it. 8 for Lee is a nice mid-range touch. 39-31. Squirrels by 8. 4:07 to go in the third. Down the left side, Ursink weaving in and around defenders. Ball knocked free. Pushes a pass to Ranke. Right wing 3. Off the front rim, no. Richter grabs the rebound, her fourth. Down floor to Conte Smith. Smith trying to step through. Scoop shot, no. And a foul against the Broncos. So Smith will head to the free throw line. Foul will be number 1 on Presley Ursink. Second team foul in the third quarter. DeConte Smith has 4 points, nothing of 1 from the free throw line. She'll shoot 2 here for Central Cass. First one is short. One more coming as Squirrels are now counting it up here. 5 of 10 from the free throw line, and that is one thing that has been inconsistent at times. Free throw is no good. McKinnon, the offensive rebound for Smith. Smith trying to step through. Right block shot high off the window. No. Ursink the rebound. I have 6 rebounds for Presley Ursink now for the Broncos. She has 6. Gilbert and Rieger and Lout all with 5. Just into front court. Ursink for Jamie Ranke. High on the right side. Gets to the right wing. Now veers off to the near corner. Picks up her dribble. Pass tip stolen. DeConte Smith with the steal. 2-on-2. Smith on the drive. Left blocks. Throws out. Fires up a shot. Hit the bottom of the basket. Jay Bachman looking for contact and a foul. Oh, there was contact. However, no foul. Tui for Ursink. Ursink across the time stripe. 3:17 to go in the third. Lob to the corner. Ranke's waiting. Fires for 3. It is up. Off the back rim, no. Richter grabs the rebound. Her 5th board. Richter had it knocked away. Ball loose. Pinballed around. Taken away by Lout. Turnover Central Cass. Lout waits for traffic to come by. Finds Ursink between the circles. 3 minutes to go in the third. Pushes a one-handed bounce pass. Right wing for Ranke. They'll chase her with Lee and McKinnon. As Ranke gets to the short corner. Gets around Lee. Inside for Gilbert, who lays it in. Ranke the assist. Good dribbling, and she worked her way from the wing. Got free from the corner to the baseline. 39-33. Pass tip. Ranke with the steal. Has Richter to beat. Now has Lout with her. Feed for Lout. Catches in traffic. Trying to dribble in. Hands it off inside Gilbert. Layup good. 4-point game off the turnover. Lout was underneath the basket. Then trailing the play, she handed it off to Gilbert, who finished off the glass. 39-35. McKinnon drives and was held and fouled. 2:21 to go in the third. Preston Brownell, one of our three officials to the table. Lisbon fouls on Olivia Toohey. It's her second, third team foul of the half. Ursink checks out. Odegaard checks in for the Broncos. Morgan Lee and DeConte Smith out for Central Cass. As Claire Cotton and Jalen Cotton in. Right baseline Lee. Emma drives, trying to throw a bounce pass into the paint. Ripped away, down to the floor with it. Was Gilbert for the Broncos. She comes away with it for Odegaard. A Central Cass turnover. 2:05 to go, third quarter. Between the circles with it, Odegaard. Headed by Cotton, she'll come together. Right wing three, Jamie Ranke short. Richter another rebound. That's 6 for the 8th grader. Pass to midcourt. Down to one knee is Cotton. All for McKinnon, but McKinnon was just coming into front court, and she hadn't fully gotten across the midcourt stripe, and an over and back call. Timeout on the floor. Timeout on the floor. It'll be a full timeout, so Valley Plains Equipment timeout with 1:52 to go in the third. It is Central Cass 39, Lisbon 35. We're back after this 30-second timeout.
At Mustang Seeds, we've been working side by side with area farmers since 1963. As this year's harvest wraps up, we're proud to say we'll be right here, ready to help you succeed again next year. Same high-quality seed and small-town customer service you can count on, just like we promised 55 years ago when it all started. Mustang Seeds, planting your future. Contact Clay Erdman today at 701-630-2113 or visit mustangseeds.com.
Live on the web at 1039thetruck.com.
39-35 off the Valley Plains Equipment timeout. Game brought to you by Castleton Lumber, downtown Castleton, by Bank North with 8 locations, including one in Lisbon and one right here in Castleton. On Langer Avenue in Castleton, Welton's Tire Service, North Main in Lisbon, along with the Cass County Reporter. 39-35. Lisbon has battled back. Rieger has 4 points. So does Gilbert here in the third quarter. Lisbon able to force some turnovers, turned it into some transition opportunities. Inbounds for Toohey. Toohey down the left side. Chased by McKinnon. A minute 46 to go. Toohey, top of the key. Pass tipped away by Richter, trying to save it. Throws it back into play and does into the hands of Claire Cotton. Pass down floor for McKinnon. McKinnon left blocks, turnaround shot in the paint. Off the glass, no. Loose ball. McKinnon trying to wrestle it away. Put back, no, and a foul. So Kaylee McKinnon able to wrestle that ball free and quickly put up a shot with the defender hanging on her. Foul on Loud is her second. That is the 4th Lisbon team foul second half. McKinnon shoots 2. First one is good. 6 for McKinnon, 40-35. Broncos lead, or actually Broncos trail by 5. Central Cass with the lead. Free throw in and out for McKinnon. And Jamie Ranke the rebound. It's her second rebound. Ranke for Ursink. Little token zone press applied. Lob right wing Toohey to the corner. Jamie Ranke. A 3 over Emma Lee. It's short. Rebound inside. And loose change picked up inside Odegaard. Kendra Odegaard lays it up and in. Nice job, Kendra Odegaard. Picking up the board inside. 40-37. Here's Jalen Cotton. Drops it short corner. Emma Lee. 1:06 to go, third quarter. Lob out between the circles. It is Richter. Richter inside. Emma Lee turns and got pushed. But shoved from behind and a foul. I think it'll be Ursink. Looked like she was the one that pushed her from behind, and that was the case. Number 2 on Ursink. As far as foul trouble for the Broncos, Rieger with 3, handful of players with 2. Emma Lee shoots 2 for Central Cass, and the first one is no good. And those missed free throws. 1 of 6 are the Squirrels here in quarter number 3. 40-37 Central Cass. McKinnon out. DeConte Smith back into the game for the Squirrels. Second free throw, front rim drops on home. Emma Lee with 9. 41-37 Squirrels. A minute to go in the third. Toohey. Backcourt pressure by Claire Cotton. Toohey for Jamie Ranke. Ranke down the near side. Chased by Richter, and she stepped to the bounds. Trying to basically run the tightrope down the near sideline and stepped out. 6 Lisbon turnover, 15 on the game, 53.7 seconds to go. For the Squirrels, it is Richter, Smith, Claire, and Jalen Cotton, along with Emma Lee. 41-37. Central Cass a 4-point lead. Smith down low for Cotton, ripped away and eventually stolen by Ursink. 6 Squirrels turnovers, third quarter, and a foul in backcourt. Ursink immediately double team, trying to take off down court, and a foul called. Claire Cotton's first. Third team foul against Central Cass. 38.6 seconds to go. The inbounds will be in backcourt taken by Loud. About a 3.5 second difference between shot clock and game clock. Squirrels lead by 4. Lout, Rodegard between the circles for the Broncos. Loosely guarded by Cotton. Dribbles to the top of the key. A handoff to Reinke. They run the weave. Tui now for Loud up top. Left wing Reinke calling for it. 3 is on the way. That's too strong, and a foul is going to be on Richter. Trying to close out on Reinke, and must have clipped her. And a foul called, and they'll call that a shooting foul, so Reinke gets 3 for the Broncos. Tori Richter picks up her first. 4th team foul against Lisbon. A little surprised that they did call that a shooting foul. It must have been on the follow-through. Reinke gets 3 free throws and buries the first one. 41-38, and this could be a huge shot in the arm. Happened to the second quarter as well when Ursink hit 3 on a foul on a 3-point shot. Second toss is good. Reinke is a 67% foul shooter. Came in just 10 of 15 in the season. He's made it a 2-point game. Here's toss number 3. It is too strong. A 2 of 3. Rebound Claire Cotton. Shot clock off. 15 seconds to go third quarter. Cotton to the right wing, and she carried it. Turnover. 7 third quarter turnovers. Squirrels turned it over just 4 times by our numbers first half. 13.9 seconds remaining. Inbounds. It is Ursink. 3-on-3. Bounce pass Reinke. Back for Ursink. Steps back. 3 for the lead. Is tipped. Was it tipped? It fell short. And Broncos try to save it and can't. Out of bounds. Apparently it was just a 3 that was flat and short. And Ursink is kind of chuckling on that one, saying, ooh, that was no good. 5.4 seconds left. Girls can try and go the length of the court here. Smith, 3 seconds left. Smith puts up the runner for 3. Back rim, no good. Got a pretty good look. About a 22-footer on the run. And fell off the back tab. Broncos control the third quarter, and Tightwood heading to the 4th here in Castleton. After 3 quarters of play, good one here in this Region 1 matchup. Central Cass leading Lisbon. Squirrels 41, Broncos 39. We're back in 30 seconds.
The Ringneck in Leonard supports our local teams in today's game. They're proud to sponsor this exciting broadcast. And great food awaits you at the Ringneck. $3 burgers and cheeseburgers every Thursday night starting at 5. And you can always catch the game at the Ringneck with great food specials all week long. For great food, it's the Ringneck on Railroad Avenue South in Leonard. Like us on Facebook. Nicole and her staff at the Ringneck in Leonard wish the teams all the best in today's game. We'll see you at the Ringneck in Leonard.
In that third quarter, 14-6 in favor of Lisbon. Broncos forcing 7 Central Cass turnovers. Fouls in the half so far. 5 for the Broncos, 4 for the Squirrels. Leading scorers, Reinke 11. Taylor Gilbert 8. And Ellie Rieger 7 for the Broncos. Emma Lee has 9 points. Haley McKinnon 6. Allen scoring 10 different Squirrels have scored on the game. Underway fourth quarter. 41-39 Central Cass. Morgan Lee up top. McKinnon reverses it right wing. Lennard. Bella back in there with 3 personal fouls. They swing it around. McKinnon for Morgan Lee. Cross court. Lennard open. Sets her feet. 3-pointers is short. Morgan Lee, the offensive rebound, tried to drop it for Emma Lee, but it bounced off the leg of Emma and out of bounds and back to the Broncos. Inbounds, double team comes on Ursink, trying to fight through a double team and does. Presley Ursink comes to a jump stop between the circles for Reinke. 7:35 to go in the fourth. 41-39, 2-point lead for the Squirrels. Inside, Gilbert sends it back out, Jamie Reinke. Reinke heads right with it, bumps into McKinnon, now drifts back on the dribble. Lout. Left wing for Ursink. 13 on the shot clock. Ursink will drive. Poked away by Lee onto the legs of McKinnon. Ball squirts free. Ursink down to the deck with it. It's still loose. Emily tries to push it free. Grabbed by Reinke. Her pass deflected. Trying to save it was Ellie Rieger, but into the hands of Lexi Boer. Wild series and ends up being a turnover by the Broncos. A minute into this fourth quarter. Right wing Morgan Lee has it. Ball above her head. Up top McKinnon. Straight on 3 from 21. Short. Long rebound Lout. Her 6th rebound of the game for the Broncos. Must be a huge win if Lisbon can come back and get a road win. Help their cause to try and get a first-round play-in game Thursday. Left wing with it. Lout. Free throw line. Rieger forces up a shot over Emily. No good. Lennard, the rebounder, second for the Squirrels. Waits for traffic to come by. And Lennard down the far side with it. 6:33 to go in the fourth. Left side, Morgan Lee, ball above her head. Cross-court pass. Lennard chased there by Lout in that 2-3 Broncos zone. Leonard, free throw circle lead, takes a dribble in, line drive shot no good, loose ball, and a jump ball. Rieger and Boer tie it up, possession light to the Broncos. And brought to you by Rottberg Electric, Quinter and Valley City, by the Hunter Grain Company and the Farmers Union Oil Company of Emden. Here's Ursing, splits a pair of defenders, 4-on-2 for the Broncos. Right side, Rieger, open right wing from 16 feet. Back rim, no. Rebound, Loud. Kelly Loud, the offensive rebound. Back out three, Ranky, good! Ranky, the kick back out, buries the three, and Lisbon leads it, 42-41 Broncos. 6 minutes to go in the fourth. Right wing, McKinnon trying to answer. Wide open for three. That's good! McKinnon has hit some big shots late in games. 44-42. Big three-point play at Northern Cass. Hit a couple of big shots against Enderlin here a couple of weeks back. Here's Ranky again up top. Another three for the lead. You bet! Ring it up for Jamie Ranky. Back-to-back threes here in the fourth, and Lisbon leads 45-44. McKinnon right wing. 5.5 to play fourth quarter. Haley McKinnon up top with it. Feed over the head of Leonard. Picked up Morgan Lee to the free throw circle. Spin move in the paint. Fires up his shot. Trying to draw contact. Shot at the bottom of the basket. No good. Rebound Broncos. It's Gilbert. Gilbert bounce pass for Ursing. 5:13 to go fourth quarter. And Lisbon a 1-point lead and the ball. Ursing dribbles it off her foot trying to retrieve it and does for Ranky. Ranky high on the right and Barb Sweet begging and pleading for a timeout. 21 to shoot for the Broncos when we come back. It's a Valley Plains Equipment timeout. 5:06 fourth quarter. Broncos with the lead. Lisbon 45, Central Cass 44. We're back in 30 seconds on 103.9 The Truck.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've always been here, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true. Member FDIC and proud supporter of our communities.
Now, back to more high school sports on 103.9 The Truck.
Timeout brought to you by Valley Plains Equipment, Hunter and Galesburg. ValleyPlainsEquipment.com. Locations in Valley City, Jamestown, Crookston, and Hillsboro. They are your area John Deere dealer with the largest selection of used equipment in the Valley. 45-44. Lisbon has rallied for the lead. They trailed by 10 at halftime. Broncos 21 on the shot clock. Ranky will trigger it in there with Ursing, Rieger, along with Lount and Gilbert. For the Squirrels, Leonard, Morgan Lee. Here's Ranky, right wing three. It's good again! 5 threes for Jamie Ranky. 3 here in the fourth quarter. Lisbon, a 48-44 advantage. Leonard, right wing with it for Delaney Cotton. Reverses it left side for Lee. Cross-court pass, Leonard. Ball fake, defender flies by. Her pull-up shot short. Second chance for Bella. She stumbled in the offensive rebound. Tried to throw up the shot. It was short. Loose ball to the corner. Knocked away out of bounds, and it will go to Central Cass. Morgan Lee in there with Smith. Jalen Cotton, Leonard, and Delaney Cotton for Central Cass. Lisbon has come all the way back and leads by 4. Morgan Lee, a left wing 3. Back rim no good. An offensive board to Conte Smith, and she traveled. And it's now 8 second half turnovers, a dozen for Central Cass. Inbounds Ursing. Reminder, more girls basketball later today. 2:30 start time with Enderlin at Northern Cass, making that game up from Monday. Broncos at midcourt. Gilbert throws it away. Lisbon now with 8 second half turnovers, 17 on the game. For this young Squirrel squad, they've had some tight losses in the region. You think of losses to Richland and Enderlin. They're in danger of letting one get away at home unless they can rally. Here's a steal. Ranky stealing at top of the key, goes coast to coast in the drive and blocked from behind. The block by Delaney Cotton. Out of bounds, it'll stay with the Broncos. Nice job by Ranky, but equally as good a job by Cotton to hustle back and contest that shot. Did not draw the foul. Came up with the block. Inbounds up top. Sliding out to catch it, Rieger for Gilbert. Bounce pass Lout into the paint. Off balance shot and banked in. 4 for Callie Lout. Lisbon, 6-point lead, 50-44 Broncos. 3:57 to go fourth quarter. Right wing Leonard. Leonard, ball above her head. Left-handed dribble. Trying to get around the defender Gilbert underneath the basket, and a foul. Or did she step out of bounds? I'm going to say it's a foul on Gilbert. She pushed her out of bounds. Gilbert picks up her third. It is team foul number 6 against Lisbon. Team foul 6 on the Broncos. 4 for Central Cass. 3:49 to play. Inbounds, right wing for Jalen Cotton. Loosely guarded there by Gilbert. Cotton between the circles for Kaylee McKinnon. 3:41 to play. Lisbon leads by 6, 50-44 Broncos. Jalen Cotton right wing to the far corner lead. Touch pass nearly stolen. Goes under the legs of one of the Broncos. Loud. And is taken by Gilbert. Another Central Cass turnover. 10-second half. Ursink looking a couple of defenders. It'll meet her at midcourt. Ursink lob over the top. Far sideline. That is Rieger. Rieger to the blocks. Puts up the runner. It is tipped in short. And the ball wrestled away by Smith. And it's going to be a foul on the Broncos. Loose ball foul, which is going to lead to free throws at the other end. Foul on Gilbert, her fourth. So Gilbert picks up her fourth, 7th-team foul. Has 1-1 coming for DeConte Smith. 3:16 to play. Free throw is no good. This is the front end of the 1-1. Ursink wrestles away the rebound for the Broncos. Missed free throws have plagued the Squirrels here in the third quarter. 3:07 to play. Broncos a 6-point lead. Central Cass a couple fouls to give. Heading right with it to the wing. Ursink for Jamie Ranke. Ranke 9 points, 3 3-pointers. Ball tipped away. McKinnon comes away with the steal. And Kaylee on the drive. Layup no. Got pushed and fouled by Loud. Until she was kind of inching back. She was trying to anticipate that pass and able to tip it free. It came away with a steal. Foul on Loud is her third. 18 fouls, and Kaylee McKinnon will shoot 2. 9 points for McKinnon. Free throw is no good. One for the Broncos. The way the Squirrels are shooting free throws, maybe putting them at the line isn't such a bad strategy. They're 2 of 9 here in the second half. That's the hazards of a young team. 50-44. Lisbon has rallied a 6-point lead. Second free throw good. 1 of 2 for McKinnon. Second straight game with double-figure points. 50-45 Broncos. 2:48 to play. Squirrels 2 timeouts left. Lisbon with 3. Ursink drops it inside. The runner by Rieger, no good. Second chance for Rieger. Shot puts one up there, no good. Rebound McKinnon, but dribbled off her sneaker and out of bounds. Back to the Broncos. She grabbed the board, was ready to take off down floor, and banged it right off her right sneaker. Lisbon ball. Inbounds coming. Bounce pass, backdoor cut, Ranke, and foul by McKinnon. Backdoor cut, Ranke, and the only hope for McKinnon was to try and see if she could block it from behind. Foul on McKinnon's her third. 15th foul, and Jamie Ranke, a pair of free throws coming for the Broncos. First toss, good. She's 3 of 4 from the line, totaling it up now. Ranke, 21 points, 10 here in the final quarter, and a 6-point lead. You got a 7-point lead. Free throw good. So far in this fourth quarter, Lisbon has outscored the Squirrels 13-4. Broncos lead at 52-45. 2.5 minutes to play. Pass tip by Ranke, intended for Lennard. Out of bounds. It'll stay with the Squirrels. 28 on the shot clock. 2.5 minutes to play. And it will be Lennard near the Squirrels bench. The sideline front court to deliver it in for McKinnon. And in between the circles with it. 2:26 left. Kaylee McKinnon works her way up top. Hands it off to Lennard. Lennard right wing to Conte Smith. Shot clock 18. Free throw line McKinnon takes a dribble inside Lexi Boer. Short shot good. 5-point game. 52-47 Broncos. 2:12 to go. Pressure by Jalen Cotton in backcourt. Ursink speeds past her. Gets just inside the free throw line. Underhanded flip. Odegaard. Long three coming short. Rebound Smith. Well, I don't know if they wanted a shot that early in the possession. Here's DeConte Smith with it. She'll knife her way in between defenders and traveling call. He's trying to bulldoze her way through about 2 or 3 defenders. Call for steps. Turnover Central Cass. Taylor Gilbert into the Lisbon lineup. Timeout. Full timeout called by Jay Bachman of the Squirrels. Valley Plains equipment timeout. Squirrels have 1 remaining. 1:57 to go. 52-47. Lisbon a 5-point lead. The Valley Plains equipment timeout will return in 30 seconds.
The local source for news, sports, events, and more each and every week. The Cass County Reporter. Cass County Reporter, giving you the details on the happenings in and around Cass County. Read what's going on with your neighborhood and neighbors by getting your subscription today by calling the Cass County Reporter at 347-4493 or online at ccreporter.com. Have it sent to your home or look for it at your favorite business. Cass County Reporter of Castleton and Cass County.
Timeout brought to you by Valley Plains Equipment. Hunter in Galesburg, 52-47. Lisbon, led by Jamie Ranke, 11 of Lisbon's 13 fourth quarter points, leading the way. She has 21 points for the Broncos. And we've got a moment here to see if Jamie Ranke, look at her point totals this year. 21 is a season high for her. She had 18 against Tri-State. She's had several double-figure games. Lisbon basketball, 5-point lead, inbounds. Taken by Rieger, back for Ursing. Token pressure in backcourt by Lennard. Ursing across the Squirrels emblem at midcourt. Ursing, they go double high with Gilbert and Rieger. Now the offense will disperse left of the free throw line. Rieger trying to drive and travel. Second defender came to help. Lisbon, their 10th second half turnover, 19 on the game. Boys game. Scheduled boys game with Ellendale. B Squad will follow this game in the varsity game around 2:30. Reminder, we got another makeup girls basketball game. Enderlin and Northern Cass around 2:30. Be coming up here on the truck. Top of the key with it, Lennard to the free throw circle. Turns from McKinnon. 2-3 zone. They'll pack that zone in with the Broncos. 20 on the shot clock. 5-point Lisbon lead. Lee splits a pair of defenders. Runner inside, tipped and short. Morgan Lee saves it for Boer. Right side, shot, front rim, no. Loose ball. It's going to be a foul, I believe, on Gilbert. I think she was on the back of one of the Squirrels. And that's the case. Gilbert is done with 1:17 to go. She fouls out and leaves with 8 points. Olivia Toohey will check in for Gilbert. Is 8.6 rebounds for the freshman Gilbert. So free throws, gotta have it free throws for Bella Lennard and Central Cass. Toss number one, good. Broncos by 4, Lisbon 52, Central Cass 48. Lisbon does have 3 timeouts left. Squirrels down to 1. Second toss for Bella, good. First points since the first quarter for Lennard, 52-49 Broncos. Inbounds, Ursink in trouble, now take a timeout. Timeout called by Barb Sweet and the Broncos. We will take one with them with 1:17 to play, fourth quarter. Actually, it's going to be a short timeout. Short timeout, we'll take it anyway. 1:17 in the fourth, 52-49 Broncos. Back after this.
Remember Henry Ford's original Model T? It ran on 100% ethanol and was built to last. The American farmer has been feeding the world since then. Cars have improved and now pickups are the order of the day in the northern plains. Our farmers are good enough to feed both the world and fuel the world. Ethanol industry has added $43 billion to the gross domestic production and generated $4.3 billion in federal tax. We have saved $47 billion from not importing foreign oil. Agriculture is the foundation of our nation. Memories. If you need seed, think Proseed.
Press, loose ball. Ursink trying to save it, and it's a turnover. Lisbon, the turnover as it's thrown away. They fired it back towards the Central Cass basket. Ursink couldn't chase it down. Odegaard checks in for the Broncos for Rieger. So the Squirrels get it back, down 3 with 1:11 to play. Lexi Boer will trigger in the inbounds. Boer inside for Lennard. Got 3 right blocks. Shot no good, and a foul call. Foul's going to be on Odegaard, second personal. It is team foul number 10, as it will be Lennard to shoot free throws. Just made a couple earlier. Free throw number 1 is no good. Hanging on the front rim and dances off. 52-49. Lisbon battled back. Trailing by 10 at halftime. Second toss is no good. In and out loose. Lexi Boer after the loose ball and picks it up. Back up top with it for Lee. Up top for Lennard. Lennard hands it right wing McKinnon. 56 seconds left. Shot clock at 20. Lee to the corner. Bohr. 3 for the tie. Is short. And a loose ball foul. The 3 up, no good. Odegaard fouled. Fouled against the... That's only the 6th-team foul. One of the officials just assuming we're walking to the other end for free throws. Not yet. Foul called on Emma Lee, her second. 6th-team foul. Next foul will put the Broncos into the 1-1 bonus. 51.2 seconds to go. Inbounds underneath. It is for Ursing. Gets behind Lennard. Ursing, pass Lee. Front court. White ring, Ranke. Ranke is fouled. 44.2 seconds left. Now free throws coming. I think the Broncos got it in the hands they wanted to. Foul is on Morgan Lee. It's her third. 7th-team foul. Ranke, 4 of 5 from the free throw line. Bonus coming for Lisbon. Free throw, good. 53-49 Lisbon. 44.2 seconds remaining. Second toss coming here for the senior. Gets that one. How about Ranke? 13 fourth quarter points. 54-49 Lisbon. 40 seconds to go, fourth quarter. McKinnon right wing. Baseline for Bohr. Bohr slides in. Shot is good. Timeout. So Lexi Bohr, a couple of big baskets in the fourth quarter. Jay Bachman will take his final timeout. 35 seconds in the fourth. Your score, Lisbon 54. Central Cass 51. Another Valley Plains equipment timeout. We're back in 30 seconds.
It's time to think about your equipment's maintenance and eliminating downtime for 2019 with Valley Plains Equipment's proactive service inspections. Valley Plains Equipment offers service inspections for John Deere equipment, including row crop and high horsepower tractors, sprayers, combines, corn heads, and seeding equipment. Sign up now to take advantage of no payment, no interest options. Call Valley Plains Equipment in Hunter and ask for Mike or Jeremy, or call Galesburg and talk to Don or Dory about getting signed up today. Ask for details about trucking or on-farm option.
Now, back to more high school sports on 103.9 The Truck.
Timeout presented by Valley Plains Equipment, Hunter and Galesburg. 54-51 your score. Game brought to you today by the Ringneck of Leonard, by the Cass County Wildlife Club, by Mustang Seeds of Castleton, Bank North, the Hunter Grain Company, Kelly's Cafe in Arthur, and Moore Engineering of West Fargo. 35 seconds to go. Tui will trigger it in for the Broncos. 54-51. 3-point Broncos advantage. Central Cass will show looks like a straight-up man press to begin. Inbounds Ursing. Now comes the double team. Now 3 defenders to chase Ursing, and she's fouled in backcourt by Lennard. Boy, she was nearly about a step away or a half step away from getting past Lennard. Foul on Bella is her fourth. As 4 on Lennard, 3 for McKinnon, Morgan Lee, and Lexi Bohr. As Ursink will shoot the bonus. 18 foul second half against Central Cass. Ursink's free throw's good. 55-51 Lisbon. 30.4 seconds to go. Central Cass is out of timeouts. Lisbon with 2 left. Second free throw is good. Well, the Squirrels have missed their free throws. Lisbon has hit pretty much all of theirs here late. 56-51. Lennard, right wing 3 over Lout. Off the back rim, no. Rebound Lee. Emma inside for Lennard. Up and good. And 1. Squirrels kept it alive, and Lennard chance for the 3-point play. Foul will be on Ursink, her third. So 21.5 seconds left, and boy, a big basket there. Huge basket. 56-53. Free throw in and out, no good. Rebound loose. Bohr battles for it underneath, and she's fouled. Fouls on Ursink. That's her fourth. Lexi paddling for that loose ball, trying to grab it, and is fouled. Number 4 on Ursink. 18.7 seconds left. Lexi Bohr trying to shoot a pair. First one, no good. Here in the fourth quarter, I have the Squirrels. Trying to get up here. 3 of 9 here in the fourth quarter. The third quarter wasn't much better from the stripe. Free throw good. 2-point game, 56-54. Tori Richter in for Lexi Bohr. 18.7 seconds to go. Timeout Broncos. Full timeout called by Barb Sweet. We'll take a break. 18.7 seconds left. 56-54. Lisbon a 2-point lead. They'll have the ball when we come back in 30 seconds.
Cass Rural Water District, headquartered in Kindred, is proud to serve nearly 5,400 rural residents with quality water in Cass County, as well as parts of Trail, Richland, and Barnes County. As the numbers continue to grow, be assured that their commitment to service is top priority among 13 communities, including Mapleton, Argusville, Buffalo, and Tower City, with board members who are also your neighbors. Cass Rural Water District, headquartered in Kindred, proud to support this high school sports broadcast.
Live on the web at 1039thetruck.com.
Timeout presented by Valley Plains Equipment, Hunter and Galesburg. And Lisbon does hang on to win this game. They currently own a 2-point lead at 56-54. And you can look directly at free throw shooting. Lisbon is 6 of 6 in the fourth quarter. In the third quarter, they went 4 of 6, so that's 10 of 12 in the second half. Central Cass under 50%. Inbounds, Ursink. Bumped by Richter, no call, and is fouled by Leonard. 15.6 seconds left. Bohr and Emma Lee will check in, as the foul will be assessed to Leonard. That's her fifth. Fouls out. 15.6 seconds to go in regulation. 8 points. Presley Ursink, 2 of 2, just hit a couple of free throws earlier. The Broncos are 6 of 6 here in the fourth quarter from the line. They have battled back and trying to swipe away a road win here in the region. Has been 4 and 6 in region play. Ursink's toss, back rim, no good. Rebound to McKinnon. She is double teamed, nearly tied up for Smith. 10 seconds left. DeConte slides through. Scoop shot. Good. We're tied. Timeout Broncos. And the Squirrels have battled back to take the lead. Or excuse me, not to take the lead, but to tie it here at 56. Ursink the missed free throw. McKinnon nearly got tied up. Able to gain control of the ball, finding Smith. And Smith going all the way in. And the layup good to tie the game. 56 apiece. It is a full timeout. And a timeout presented by Valley Plains Equipment, Hunter and Galesburg. So how about that? The Squirrels battling back. Hitting Leonard. Offensive rebound, putback basket. Lexi Bohr, a couple of field goals here in the fourth quarter. And that basket by DeConte Smith. We might be headed for overtime, perhaps. Even at 56 apiece here at Central Cass. So both teams are out of timeouts, and the Broncos will have to go the length of the floor. As Barb Sweet and her crew just breaking out of their huddle. Valley Plains Equipment, Hunter and Galesburg bringing in the timeout. Ursink, Ranke, Tui, along with Odegaard and Lout. Squirrels with Smith, McKinnon, Richter, Morgan Lee, and Emma Lee. Broncos will have to go the length of the floor. Smith will defend to the inbounds. Ursink will deliver it in. Inbounds coming. Pass fake. They try to get it to Ranke. Intercepted by Morgan Lee. Inside for Smith. 2 seconds left. DeConte turns. Top of the key, McKinnon. The shot is no good. It came after the whistle, and it was short anyway. And we're headed to overtime. Bonus basketball here in Castleton as we head to overtime as Central Cass rallies back to force the extra session. 4-minute overtime coming up here in just a moment. Tied at 56 with the Broncos and the Squirrels. Overtime in 30 seconds.
Serving farmers since 1918, Hunter Grain Company is proud to be your local farmers cooperative. Hunter Grain Company offers agronomy services and products, propane for drying and home heating, plus grain marketing opportunities with elevators in Hunter and Gardner. When you call Hunter Grain Company, you get local personal service provided by good people who know their customers are their neighbors. Call Hunter Grain Company today, 874-2112, and see why Hunter Grain Company is always trusted and ready to serve you. Hunter Grain Company, your local farmers cooperative.
Proudly celebrating 15 years under one ownership. KZTK, Arthur, Fargo Moorhead.
1039 The Truck.
Tied at 56 as we'll head to overtime. Jamie Ranke, 13 of Lisbon's 17 points. As 17 of 25 of the Broncos, but that missed front end of the 1-and-1 by Ursink, giving the Squirrels a chance, and they force overtime. Central Cass from the stripe is counting it up here. I have them at 6 of 17 second half, unofficially. 13 of 25 for the game. Again, our post game might be a little bit brief just because we got another game we got to try and get to. Enderlin and Northern Cass around 2:30 in overtime. Might back up our plans a few minutes, but we'll make it work. Ursink and DeConte Smith on the tap. And I think for both teams, this is the first overtime game. Squirrels win the tap. This is the first overtime game for the Broncos. And for Central Cass, it is their first overtime game of the year. 4-minute overtime. DeConte Smith slides in the runner off the glass. No. Second chance for DeConte's good. And a foul. 3-point play opportunity coming. Fouled or missed. Got the offensive rebound. 7 rebounds for Smith now to go with 8 points. And the foul, number 5 on Presley Ursink. And that is a huge loss for the Lisbon Broncos. So Ursink, 7 of 8 from the free throw line, 7.7 rebounds, leaves with 3:45 to go in the extra session. Odegaard checks in for Lisbon. Ursink, who did the majority of the point guard and ball handling duties, that's really the biggest loss. Free throw up, in and out, no good. And Odegaard the rebound, fouled by Lexi Board. The fouls carry over into the overtime, so we don't restart there. Both teams now at the double bonus, the 2-shot limit. And Odegaard will shoot a pair here for the Broncos. She's 0 of 1 from the stripe, 2 points. First toss, no good. Lisbon unofficially now 17 of 27 from the line. Got to mark down the miss late by Ursink. Second toss. Missed that one. Rebound tip loose and wrestled away. Lexi Bohr comes up with a big rebound. 2 missed free throws for Odegaard. 2-point Central Cass lead in the ball. 58-56. DeConte Smith right wing. McKinnon between the circles. Back right side for Smith. Morgan Lee left to the key. 2-3 Lisbon zone between the circles with it. Goes McKinnon. High on the right side for Smith. Feed left side, Jalen Cotton up top. DeConte Smith, three-pointer, yes! Big three for the 8th grader Smith. All 5 of the overtime, 61-56. Squirrels by 5 here in the extra session. 3:07 to go. Loud up top with it. Loud hands it off to Jamie Ranke. Chased there by Morgan Lee. Ranke is pushed and fouled with 3:01 to play. Foul will be on Morgan Lee, 4th personal. Bohr and Lee 4 fouls each. Leonard has already fouled out for the Squirrels. Jamie Ranke, nearly automatic from the free throw line. Toss is good. Jamie now 7 of 9 from the stripe, counting up her points. 25, season high for, make it 26. Free throw good, 1 possession lead. Squirrels 61, Broncos 58 in overtime. 2:55 to go in the extra session. High on the right side, DeConte Smith for Bohr. Up top for McKinnon. High on the right side, DeConte Smith up top. Right side, McKinnon. Shot fake, drives in a little closer. The runner from 15, good. 12 for McKinnon. 5-point Central Cass advantage. Squirrels lead 63-58. Tui really fumbled the ball, works her way front court. Pass tipped away, knocked away by Smith. Picked up by Rieger. Rieger trying to muscle her way in on board. Up top for Tui. Spin move, free throw line. Tui trying to step through and travel. 21 Lisbon turnovers, and ooh, that one hurts. Had time for an empty possession. 63-58. Squirrels now a 5-point lead and the ball here in overtime. Just after 1 p.m., KZTK, Arthur, Castleton, Fargo, Moorhead. Lee. Squirrels can take it down under 2 minutes on the game clock if they'd like. Morgan Lee, right wing for McKinnon. Back for Morgan Lee. Let that shot clock be your friend. DeConte Smith. High post pour. Back for Smith down the baseline. Shot blocked. Loose ball and a jump ball. Smith ties it up with Odegaard. And the possession light. They call it jump ball or a foul. It will be Broncos ball in the alternate possession.
Keep fighting, 21.
12 second half turnovers, well, in second half into the overtime turnover-wise. 16 total now for Central Cass. Inbounds, Rieger for Odegaard. Near side with it, Ranke. Step for step with her is Morgan Lee. 2 minutes to go. Central Cass a 5-point lead here in overtime as Ranke for Odegaard. Odegaard, right-handed dribble. Jalen Cotton comes out to defend. Shot clock at 20. Loud bumps into Smith, blocking foul on DeConte Smith. Good call there. Wasn't set. And to come and contest her. Third on Smith. And it'll get Loud to the free throw line. She's 0 of 2. Missed a couple of tosses way back in the first quarter. 1:49 to go here in overtime as the first free throw for Loud is good. Front row and drops. 5th point for Loud. Lisbon 3 of 5 here in the overtime from the stripe. 63-59 Squirrels. Second toss up. Good. Almost. 63-60. 1:47 to go here in overtime. Squirrels with a 3-point lead in the ball. McKinnon, right wing, up top for DeConte Smith. Here's off high to the right. Cross-court leaping catch, Morgan Lee. Swings it back for Smith. Catches just inside the arc. McKinnon up top. Right wing for Smith. Shot clock 16. Game clock at 90 seconds here in the extra session. Bohr up top to DeConte Smith. Lob left wing, Morgan Lee. 10 to shoot. Cross-court pass, McKinnon. Tries on Tui. Runner off the glass, no. Rebound. Squirrels crash the boards. And it's going to be a jump ball. Bohr and Odegaard tied up. Held ball, light favors Central Cass with 1:17 to play. Each team, which was out of timeouts at the end of regulation, they get one here in the overtime. McKinnon for DeConte Smith. They can take the game clock now down under a minute. DeConte has it knocked away. Left side, Bohr up top for Smith. Steps back, fires for 3. Back rim and hits the support above the basket. And it will go to Lisbon. A shot early in the possession. I don't think they wanted that quick in the possession. Inbounds coming to get it, Rieger. Rieger, the safety valve for Odegaard. Again, Ursig is fouled out, which is really a big loss for the Broncos. As Cotton going for the steal will be called for the reach-in foul. Cotton picks up her first. And Ellie Rieger to the free throw line. He is 3 of 5 from the stripe. She has 7 points, has not scored since the third quarter. Jalen Cotton checks out as Emma Lee is in for Central Cass. 1-1 for Rieger. Free throw is up. Actually, it'll be 2, beg your pardon. Free throw's good. They're at that double bonus. Toss is good, so a 2-point game. So Lisbon lost the lead late in the fourth, trying to battle back and come from behind once again. Second toss. Got it. 1-point game. All of Lisbon's points, six of them in the overtime, have come from the stripe. 63-62. Squirrels by 1. DeConte Smith, 5 big points here in the overtime. Up top, McKinnon. 1 dribble, high on the right for Morgan Lee. For Smith, catching top of the key. Now it's passed down low, Lee. Lee into the paint, a kick out for McKinnon. 17 to shoot, Lee takes a dribble in. Pass tip, picked up Morgan Lee for Smith. 12 to shoot, DeConte drives in, scoop shot, no. Out of bounds, it'll belong to the Broncos. 35 seconds left, so Lisbon a chance to try and retake the lead. Shot clock is off. They can play for the final shot if they want. Inbounds Ranke, nearly tipped away. Ranke double team. Now for Odegaard. Odegaard across the time stripe and a timeout. They get it to midcourt and a timeout called by Barb Sweet and the Broncos. So the inbounds will go far sideline front court when we return. Full timeout. 29.5 to go in overtime. 63-62. Central Cass the lead. Broncos ball when we come back in 30 seconds.
Have you gone through your spring planting checklist? Farmers Union Oil Company of Emden is here to help. Cultivator needs new sweeps? They carry Nichols cultivator sweeps. Still in need of liquid or dry fertilizer? They got you covered. Have you lined up your custom fertilizer application? Call them and book it. Bulk fuel tanks a little empty? You guessed it. They have fuel delivery too. Let Farmers Union Oil Company of Emden help you every step of the way this spring. Farmers Union Oil Company of Emden.
63-62. It is a 1-point lead for Central Cass over Lisbon. Broncos basketball in front court. Both teams break out of the huddle. Ranke, Tui, Rieger, Odegaard, and Lout, your 5 for the Broncos. Central Cass will go with Emma and Morgan Lee, McKinnon, Bohr, and DeConte Smith. It will be Tui to trigger it in. Inbounds. Nearly a foul. McKinnon hanging on the back of Odegaard. Play continues on. Odegaard, 23 seconds left to hand off Ranke. Quick three is on the way. No. Rebound Lexi Bohr. Trying to secure the rebound. Looking for an outlet and finds Morgan Lee for McKinnon. Down floor Smith. All by herself. Layup is good. 10 seconds left. Broncos out of timeouts. Ranke to the right wing. Stops. Up top. Loud. 3 seconds left. Ranke, a hurried three is short. Rebound Smith. Squirrels win it in overtime. Ranke got to the right wing, then stopped. Fouled Loud, and then Ranke trying to get back. Had to put up a contested three. Really couldn't get her lower body into that shot. The three no good. Horn sounds, and Central Cass survives in the overtime. Got the shot inside, missed. Bohr secured the rebound, got the outlet to McKinnon. Meantime, DeConte Smith leaked down floor, and once they got it to her, she had a wide open basket to finish the deal. Final score in overtime. Central Cass wins a wild one. Squirrel 65, Lisbon 62. We'll wrap it up in a minute.
Teammates in his rearview mirror.
NASCAR racing return.
Nothing but Daytona high banks out the windshield.
Revved up with the annual preseason appetizer.
Logano goes to the top side. Ryan Blaney down low.
Live from Daytona Beach.
Jimmy Johnson is around. Into the outside wall.
The Advance Auto Parts Clash.
Elliott, Kyle Larson, Martin Truex all crash.
Sunday afternoon at 1.
Brought to you by Randall's Excavating of Linden and Sanders Metal Products of Fargo on 103.9 The Truck.
What do basketball, choir, drama club, and marching band all have in common? They're all high school activities that offer learning opportunities not necessarily found in the classroom. They take up just a fraction of a typical North Dakota high school's budget, and they go a long way to giving young people the tools they need to thrive. High school activities, they're more than extracurricular. They're extra important, too. This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Well, we'll put the quick wraps on this one as Central Cass wins at 65-62 in overtime. As the final numbers here on this one, as DeConte Smith got 9 of the final 11 points for Central Cass. The basket to tie it and force overtime. And then 7 points in the overtime. 7 of the 9 points for the Squirrels in the overtime. She leads the way for Central Cass with 13 points. 5 for Jalen Cotton. Those came in the second half. Look at the rest of the numbers here. 12 points for Kaylee McKinnon. 6 points, fourth quarter into the overtime. 9 points for Emma Lee. 8 for Bella Leonard and Lexi Bohr. 2 big baskets in the fourth quarter and the comeback for Bohr and the Squirrels. 5 points for Jalen Cotton. 4 points for Tori Richter. 2 each for Delaney Cotton and Greta Gibson, and 1 for Claire Cotton. And a final total of 65 for the victorious Central Cass Squirrels. As from the free throw line second half, totaling up those numbers, as they ended up 6 of 17 in the second half for the game, 11 of 25, so just 44% from the free throw line. Whistled for a final total, they get up here, of 24 team fouls, had 12 turnovers, second half into the overtime, 16 in the game. For Lisbon, Broncos season high 26 points for Jamie Ranke. Hit 5 3-pointers, had 13 points in the fourth quarter. Lisbon falls to 6-13 overall, 4-7 in the region. Central Cass now 9-9 overall. They are now 6-4 in region play. 26 for Jamie Ranke to lead the way for the Broncos. 8 points, 6 rebounds for Taylor Gilbert. Ellie Rieger ends up counting her numbers. She had 9 points. 9 points and 6 rebounds. 8.6 boards for Gilbert. 7.7 rebounds for Presley Ursink. 6.7 rebounds for Callie Lout. 3 points for Olivia Tui. Final total of 62 for the Lisbon Broncos. 6 of 6 in the overtime for the Broncos, as they ended up final numbers totaling things up 23 of 32 from the free throw stripe, led by Ranke, who went 8 of 10. Ursink was 7 of 8 before she fouled out. 7.7 boards for Ursink. Final team fouls on the Broncos. 20 team fouls, 13 second half into the overtime. They turned it over 21 times on the game. 41-39, Squirrels led by 2 after 3. Broncos outscored them in the third 14-6. Squirrels rallied back. The basket by Smith in the final seconds, knotting the game up at 56. 17-15 Broncos in the fourth. Tied it up at 56 at the end of regulation. 9-6 Squirrels. A three-point play, actually a basket and a three-point play by Smith. Started the overtime, and then she ended it, leaking down floor for the basket to seal it. 65-62 Broncos with the victory. That'll do it here from Castleton and Central Cass School as we will, well, we're going to pack up and head on north as it'll be Enderlin and Northern Cass up next. That'll be coming up. Our coverage beginning right around 2:20 or so approximately here on 103.9 The Truck and 103.9TheTruck.com. In overtime, Squirrels win it 65-62 over the Lisbon Broncos. We'll talk to you in about an hour.